Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 6 of Europa Universalis IV as Japan. So a quick recap of what we managed to achieve in the last 5 videos last week. We've mostly integrated all of the different daimyos in Japan. There's only a few left, in fact there's 3. There is the large daimyo, which is Uchi, which we are currently working towards diplomatically annexing. We're 68% of the way through. And there are the 2 one-province minor daimyos here. We have Imagawa, and we also have Hatakeyama. Both of these are single provinces, and because they're not neighbouring each other, they don't actually have the CBs to attack each other. So we're not really going to get the opportunity here to enforce peace on those ones, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is we will wait until we have fully integrated Uchi, then we will take the decision to form Japan. That will make these 2 guys one province minor feudal nations, and then we can go and just attack them straight up. What we also want to do is get some claims up here on Ainu, because the problem is by taking all of these provinces in the way that we have, using enforced peace, we didn't have any claims on them, which meant that they were quite expensive to core, and it's really slowing down our technology, especially as playing in the Chinese tech group means that it's 160% to get techs anyway. So we will try and get claims up here. There's only the 2 provinces that we can have claims on. We can't actually get the this one up here and this one here, but we don't have to take it all in a single war. Also, just having a quick look, most of what we're going to be fighting for early on is going to be Korea. Now, we lost our alliance and our royal marriage with Ming. I do remember seeing the alliance break. I didn't see the royal marriage break, but that has gone, and the opinions are negative. But looking at Korea, Korea has also been rivaled by Yeren. Now, Yeren is this green nation up here at the top. Yeren have also, well, they've been rivaled by somebody that we haven't found yet. Now, there is a positive opinion on these guys, so I think what we need to do here is actually ally with these guys, because it'll make it very, very difficult for us to be able to attack Korea when we have to do everything via a naval landing. Having an ally that we can get on board, especially somebody who is potentially going to be their rival, or who already is their rival, will really help out. Now, they wouldn't accept an alliance at this point, mainly because we are not the same religious group and our diplomatic reputation. We can't get a royal marriage because we're not the same. Don't think we're the same. I know we could still do it. Neutral attitude. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and send somebody over here to try and improve relations with them. Hopefully we'll be able to become friendly doing it that way. We also do need to get some more claims over here. Well, in fact, we don't have any claims over here. So let's go and start fabricating some claims. There's actually 3 provinces we can reach. I'm not too sure how we can reach Kamikiyama, because we don't share a sea zone, which is very strange. But we'll start with the closest one first. Maybe it's just because it's within general coring range. I thought you had to share a sea zone though, or have a direct border, so I'm not sure why that counts. Very odd. Oh well, we'll still do it anyway. So we're playing on speed 3. We'll still fabricate some more claims against Korea. So what we're just waiting for now is the ability to sort of fold the entire nation in together. That's what we want to do here. Now, how much money are we making? Can we actually afford to get all of our advisors yet? It'd be great if we could. We're making 1.68 ducats per month, which isn't a huge amount. We do have some inflation. It'd be nice if we could lower that, but I don't think we've got the... No, we only have missionary strength and yearly prestige, and neither of them are rank 1. Morale of navies could be useful, but not all that useful. And military advisor, we could get a manpower modifier. That could be useful. 1.1 ducats monthly. We wouldn't save a lot of money, but we will start taking more money as we start getting more provinces, and we do need to try and sort of get ahead on military tech if we can. I think we will leave it just for the time being though, because once we've teched up our military, we're not going to be able to get an idea group for a while. If I had a little bit more money, I might consider doing it, but not at this point. So we'll wait until we've managed to get that claim over on Ainu, and then we'll see if we can get a royal marriage or an alliance over here with Yeren. So we can either lose 12 ducats or we can gain some local autonomy. We'll just lose the ducats for now. Now, another important thing to remember is because we were increasing the autonomy of all of these provinces when we were taking them over militaristically, that high autonomy really knocked down our force limit. But because that autonomy is starting to burn off, our force limit is actually starting to go up again. So once the autonomy in all of these provinces is down to 0, we'll probably be able to field an army of about 25 to 30 men on the current tech, I would have thought. So we'll see how that goes. We could always build a few buildings, although the only options we've got at the moment are castles, mainly because we don't actually have the admin tech yet. Our admin tech's admin level's doing quite well in terms of points. Of course, we will need some admin points in order to annex these other provinces, but I don't want to fall too far behind on admin tech. Especially as we're quite close to being able to grab that. Another thing that we'd like to do is probably try and westernize at the earliest possible opportunity. Obviously, it's easier to westernize when you have a smaller nation than it is when you have a larger nation, because there's more chance of it fracturing when it's larger. But at the same time, we can't sit around and not grow. We actually have to be able to expand, which is what we're going to do. So we're still working on fabricating that claim. That's nearly at 90%. We're actually making a bit of money from trade. It's not terrible. We still don't see anything over to the east yet, so we can't actually put a merchant over there to push trade forward. But we'll continue grabbing more stuff in this node, which will make us stronger. If we just have a look at the trade nodes as well. Obviously, our main trade node is the Nippon trade node, which also means we need to take these provinces here, which we are aiming to. And, of course, we also want to take some of these provinces in Korea, because that is the plan. So we've managed to go ahead and fabricate that claim. Let's just wait till the diplomat's back. Now then, you still wouldn't take an alliance. Distance between borders is a problem. Some of that will go away once we take this province, so that's not too bad. So we'll continue to improve relations with them. We'll also go over here and we'll continue to fabricate claims on as many of the provinces as we can. We can now grab a tech. This is our admin tech, so we will go ahead and grab that. We're still behind time, so it's important to sort of try and keep up with this where we can. Would be very, very nice to go ahead. I mean, we do have a fair bit of money in the bank, and we are making some. I think we will go ahead and grab that national manpower modifier guy. So it cost us a little bit of money. Obviously now we're only making 0.87 ducats a month, which isn't even enough to hire a third advisor. And of course, once we go to war, it'll be costing us more money. We could go ahead for the time being and mothball those transports. In fact, I think I will. And now instantly we're actually making more money because that's reduced the fleet maintenance by quite a bit. Are we over our fleet limit? Yeah, we are still over the fleet limit, so that is costing us money. Of course, we'll get quite a bit more coastline once we manage to integrate Uchi. They do have some ships of their own, mostly galleys. We'll be getting rid of most of their ships, I think, though. Certainly getting rid of all of the galleys. I'd sooner have the lights, because at least the lights can trade. The galleys are fairly useless. Not too sure how much of this counts as inland sea, to be honest. Does it actually tell you if any of these count as inland sea? Yeah, this is an inland sea, this is an inland sea, this is an inland sea. So anything coastal technically is an inland sea. So yeah, galleys would be useful to a certain degree in here, but I still think the lights are going to be better. You don't need to outnumber galleys that much with lights in order to offset the bonus that the galleys get, so 75% on that annexation. It is rather slow. It's only using 2 diplomatic power each month. That's mainly because of our diplomatic reputation, which we've got because of this recently annexed subjects, which won't go away until March 73. Of course, we'll get the penalty back once we've managed to integrate these guys. This is one of the reasons why it's actually such slow going playing as Japan, because if you try and diplo annex people, you constantly end up with this negative modifier, and if you try and militaristically annex people, you constantly end up with a deficit of admin points, so it's a little bit of a nightmare all around. What is our mission? Have a prestige of at least 50. I'm not necessarily sure we're going to be able to manage to get that at the moment. We will be declaring some more wars. So I guess we can wait until then. I could actually reduce my army maintenance at this point as well. There isn't an awful lot of chance that we are going to get attacked. I would like to at least try and grab the 3 main provinces and just leave them with their little little crappy island chain up there. So what are the force limits over here? Can we go and stand our army in one of these provinces? Supply limit 19, supply limit 20. Yeah, so we can safely go and stand over there, so we will. And have we recently insulted our rival? We have not. Been discovered fabricating again, that's fine. We want to send an insult over here first. Give us a little bit more power projection. And then we are going to go ahead and fabricate another claim. There's only one option left. So we'll have 3 claims. Probably won't have the admin points to core all of them, but it'll certainly be cheaper by having the claims. Now, what do we have here? We have grasslands, has a capital fort, grasslands, grasslands. So it's nice, easy terrain for us to fight in. Hopefully we'll be able to grab our military tech before we move in there. Our military tech is going to cost us, what now, 898. We're not terribly far away. We do have that military advisor now, which speeds things up a little. Your military tech is 4. In fact, all your techs are 4 all along the way. And they are the Chinese tech group, so that extra tech group in military can give them quite a bit of advantage because it gives them half a point of land morale and 0.25 tactics. So we definitely want to be at least the same level in military tech before we go ahead and attack them. Which is fine, because that means we'll have the opportunity to gain some more admin points that we can use for coring later. We might even have a larger force limit if we've integrated Uchi by then. Lose the stability or lose 60 ducats. Well, I haven't really got the admin points to boost the stability back up, so I think we will just be using the gold. We are still making money, which is nice. I think what I'm going to do as well is not something that I do often, but I'm going to move the army maintenance down a little bit. Now, I said right at the beginning of this playthrough, you pretty much always want to keep your army maintenance up as Japan, and that's mainly because there's a very good chance that the daimyos will attack you. Bear in mind though, at the moment there's only one daimyo that really has any power to attack us, and he's all the way over here. Even if he allies the other 2, we've still got a bigger army. We're currently sat in the mountains, and if he declares war, I can put my maintenance up and recover my morale before he can get up here and meet me in the mountains. So we're in a relatively good defensive position right here. Uchi still like us, so that's fine. It is a real shame that we have that penalty to our Diplo rep, because if we didn't, we'd be able to annex these guys so much faster. It says 80% though, that's not too bad. It was only 68% when we started this video, so we are definitely getting through it. Now we're at 800. What did I say I needed for that military tech? Because I've forgotten already. 898, so let's say 900, nice round number, easy to remember. Currently making 4 per month, so it's going to take a little while. And so we do have that advisor. We could technically afford to get a Diplo advisor at the moment. Having a diplomatic reputation plus 1 guy would be really, really useful. The problem is it would cost us nearly all of our money just to hire him, and then we'd be out of money in 10 months, so we wouldn't be able to keep him going. We've improved our relationship as much as possible with these guys. We can't do it anymore. Now, we do have a good opinion of them. They would accept an alliance. So before anyone changes their mind about anything, we're going to go and send that. So we are now in a military alliance here with Yeren. Now, this may end up with us getting pulled into a war that we don't necessarily want to. Now, they are a Khanate, so they're not going to be the best fighters. And we'll probably end up going to war with them ourselves at some point. What I really want them to do is just provide a distraction down here against Korea. That's the reason why I want these guys involved. Shouldn't be able to get a royal marriage because we are the wrong government type. That should be the reason why they won't royal marry. Oddly enough, they're literally right on the cusp. It's only -2, and that's mainly because of the distance between borders. And they have a neutral attitude towards us. Distance between borders will actually go away once we take this, probably not this province, but definitely this one. In fact, no, this province does share a border with a sea that theirs does. There again, so does this one. Yeah, difficult to tell. Always weird how distances work overseas. It's not always as clear-cut as you think it should be. So our diplomats are all free at the moment. Let's go ahead and make sure that we continue to fabricate some claims against Korea then. Let's go and get Sangju. And which provinces here are actually part of the trade node? So it's all of the 3 on the south coast and then those 3 there. So these are the ones we want to prioritise. Obviously, well, 5 of them are coastal provinces. There's only 1 province in the trade node that is inland, which is Wonju. Are any of them important centres of trade? Yes, this one is. So we want to make sure that we grab this one. This one is our priority. That's the only one I don't have a claim on at the moment. Well, it's not the only one I don't have a claim on. Because I only have a claim on, like, one of them. But I should have started at this end, really. We definitely want to grab this one. This is our priority. Important centre of trade. And then we also want to try and grab... as many other provinces as we can that are in the same trade node. Is that a separate province? Actually is. It'll be a little bit difficult to grab. Uchi already have a claim on that province as well, which is quite interesting. I wonder if that was Uchi's at the start of the game. I don't think it was, but I could be wrong there. 85% of the way through our annexation. 848 military points. Now, of course, the cost can go down over time, but I don't think it's going to go down by much. Hopefully they are still at 4. Their Diplo tech is already at 5, so... I mean, they haven't really been doing much. They haven't had to fight anybody. They've just been sitting there, just saving up all their points. So once we have enough power to go in and attack those guys, I don't think we'll have any problem getting across the straits. We do have a bigger navy if we need it. So that's not too much of an issue. Literally just waiting for that military power now. And obviously we're national focused on admin power. 1, because we are doing quite a bit of conquering and coring. And 2, we really do want to get our admin tech up. Now, if these guys manage to advise to military tech level 5 before I do, that could be problematic. But I think the step between 3 and 4 is much more important than the step between 4 and 5. At least I seem to remember it being that way anyway. So I should be able to go and siege out all of their lands. If I can't afford to take everything in a single war, then I will just concentrate on taking 1 or 2 provinces and taking all of their money. They don't have any important centres of trade, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Still making good money. It's always worth just checking the advisors. Every now and then you do get new ones pop up. See, morale of navies, not really all that useful. Discipline. We've only got the few potential advisors, but as they die off, sometimes new ones come in. Wish that thing would go away. Still 5 years. Bit of a shame. Yearly prestige, missionary strength. See, our prestige is still going up. That will last us until 69, so there's less than a year left of that. So chances of us completing that mission could be slim, unless we can actually do it from the war. So we'll have to see how that goes. Again, we'll lose money, because I don't want to lose the stability, because that would really suck. We have a peasant revolt. The peasants aren't fighting me, they are fighting one of the daimyos, and it looks like the other daimyos are dealing. So I'm not going to worry myself too much about that. I think Uchi are going to go in and sort that rebellion out. So we are getting close to having enough points to go ahead and start that. So I will take this opportunity to go and raise the morale of my armies, just so, well, raise the maintenance, just so that the morale is up by the time we are ready to go in. You guys aren't actually attacking now, are you? You're just going to sit there and let them siege you down. That's a real shame. I bet you're tech, yeah, you're on tech 4 already. So do I want to go in and lose manpower to peasants? Well, not really. But as they're not going to go and deal with the problem, I suppose I'll have to deal with it myself. We'll probably grab that military tech before we get there, actually, which will be good. Do we have it this month? No, we can grab it next month. They're not going to siege that in a single month, so we'll be fine. We don't have a leader either. We're going to need a leader. we won't have the points to grab a general, so we could go ahead and promote. Let's get the tech first. So we could go ahead and make our leader into a general. We do have an heir, and the heir is actually a lot better than the leader. So yes, we definitely want to make our leader a general. Because theoretically, if he dies off, it'll be better for us. He's actually not bad as a 2-3-2. So let's actually assign you to the army, just to make life a little bit less derpy. And we'll go in and deal with that peasant revolt. Now then, we have also finished our claim on Korea. So just before I forget, let's go and fabricate another claim on Gyeongju, which is this one here. Which we definitely want, because it's an important centre of trade. So we should finish off those peasants. We did. Didn't lose too many men. Took a bit of a bashing. But we'll move up there now. Now, you guys, you are still on military tech 4. So I think we've actually got a decent chance of potentially beating them. So that's what we will be doing in the next video. They don't like me anyway, so sort of who cares. We'll just make sure those guys get back into the province they are supposed to be in. And there they are. They're not quite at full manpower yet. They're not far off, to be honest. I think, so fully reinforced, we need 67 men. Yep, so at the end of the month, that will be a fully reinforced army. There we go, it's fully reinforced. They are still at military tech level 4, which is good. We are ready to go, but we will do that on the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Europa Universalis IV as Japan, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.